Captain's mode, thank God. Okay, hi everybody. So this is going to be a game cast by me, Basskip. It is the finals of the Beyond the Summit World Tour, which I was intending to stay up and cast last night, but unfortunately my illness sort of got the better of me and I ended up having an early night. So didn't manage to cast it live, but very much looking forward to cast it from replays, and I have been trying to avoid spoilers all day to be able to bring you guys games. My friends have been absolutely raving about them, so I'm super excited about this series. And without much further ado, we'll be getting underway. So it's going to be IG versus CLG. IG are going to be over on the Radiant side, and CLG. Okay, yeah. So CLG is going to be on the Dire side. IG are going to be on the Radiant side. And IG are going to have first ban, and therefore they are going to have first pick. There are some interesting things going on in the picks and bans, as far as I've heard. I will admit that I've heard a couple of things about these games. I don't know who won, so that's going to be as much as a surprise for me as it would have been if I watched it last night. Any other things that are worth noting? I guess this is the first time I've been back up and casting with FF split instead of X split, since they've managed to fix all of the issues I was having with their piece of software before AMD fixed the problems that I was having with X split. And yeah, I'm back. New mic, I guess. I've been sick for the past couple of weeks and things like that, so it sort of stopped me from casting. But anyway, we're going to be getting into this game. Both teams look like they have their full lineup. I think IX Dominic is Lacoste. Anyway, but Spirit Breaker and Bloodseeker are going to be the first bans for IG and CLG, and Sniper is also banned. So it looks like one or both of the teams are sort of throwing away their bans. Yeah, and there's a Skeleton King the ban as well. But okay, to me the great thing about this is that yes they're throwing away their bans, but it's about letting the big heroes into the pool so that they can get practice playing against those top tier first pick ban heroes. And another thing why I think this is great, that in these games, as far as I understand it, that the bans are sort of thrown out, is because at the very start of this tournament, Zenith versus Orange, this is also exactly what happened. Zenith did a no ban strat, and we saw some fantastic games. We saw some of the best games of this tournament. Really, I think, were those no ban games between Zenith and Orange. And it's not. I think some people think it's like a bad manners thing to do, to not ban anything, but you have to remember that you're not just giving your opponent an advantage by letting those heroes through. You're also giving yourself an advantage. And so here's the thing: by grabbing all of these sort of throwaway heroes as the bans, it makes teams think about, well, what do I actually want to pick? What do I value? What do we value as a team in terms of having? Because you can't cram all of the first pick ban heroes into a single team. So IG are going to grab Naga Siren, so I would expect CLG to maybe grab Darkseer, because Darkseer and Naga Siren on one team is just absolutely brutal. You can, for some reason, vacuum people while they're all slept, so you can set up things like, Lina stuns, Sand King stuns. All of these sort of smallish AoE stuns basically become global. It's really, really terrifying, and so we'll see what CLG do. There's tons and tons of heroes that they can pick from right now. They can run any strat that they want. They could pick Darkseer, they could run a huge wombo combo lineup. They could choose Furion and run a big push strat. There's Chen there as well. Both teams have the complete freedom to play whatever they want. All the overpowered heroes that they could possibly imagine. I mean, Lycan's there, TA. All of these first pick ban heroes are in this game. So like, they're even going to have access to the best supports and things like that. I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to throw away their second round of bans as well, but it always leads to such exciting games when teams get these heroes, because yes, they're powerful, but they're really, really strong, but they're not necessarily all easy to play, and they're not necessarily all easy to gel into a team. So yeah, CLG are going to take the Darkseer just because they don't want to face up against that. Sorry, I bumped the microphone there, but because they don't want to face up against a Naga Siren Darkseer lineup. It's not at all a smart idea. And they're going to take Rubik, and the thing with Rubik is because of the heroes that have made it through into the game, and the heroes that each side have picked up, Darkseer and Naga Siren, they've both got huge setup for wombo combo team fights. And if you don't know what I mean by a wombo combo team fight, it's where you choose a ton of big AoE ultis, and the goal is just to obliterate the other team with AoE. It's black holes, it's ravages, it's God, what's Thrall's ulti's called? It's the Shrek stuns, it's the Shrek AoE. It's all of that. And Rubik's great against that sort of thing because a lot of those abilities are, single hit, single cooldown, and huge effect. And Rubik can steal at least one of them, and on top of that, he's got the 20% magic resistance from Null Field. So he's a great combo. Well, he's not a great combo breaker, but he's great to sort of redouble a combo back against the enemy team, and he's good at keeping your own team alive through it. So Nature's Prophet and Leshrac are going to be the picks up from IG. So not only synergizing well with Naga Siren's potential in terms of team fight, but also synergizing fantastically in terms of push. Naga Siren can be an early game pusher. Her early game illusions are pretty formidable. You can get early game items on her, and Leshrac and Nature's Prophet, I think it just goes without saying how strong these heroes are at pushing. So Venomancer is going to be the pickup for CLG. It's a fantastic support for them. It's a great fifth in terms of, doesn't really need that much farm. He's going to be super effective. The wards are fantastic for counter push against Nature's Prophet. And yeah, it means that Rubik is able to take a little bit of a farmier role. I really don't like seeing Rubik in that fifth slot because he needs the levels and he needs some items to be super effective, especially against heroes that are fairly mana intensive, like Leshrac. Leshrac spells are not super cheap. They're reasonably cheap, but Rubik is still going to need some mana regen on top of what he normally has to maintain the spam that needs to happen in this game. And so Lycan is actually the ban, so it looks like both teams are going to be maybe a little bit more serious about this second wave of bans. I don't know if IG would have picked up the Lycan. It wouldn't have been really a great pick for CLG either. Just against the Naga Siren, Lycan has a really bad time. If he ultis and BKBs, he's going to get netted, and the rest of his team is going to be slept, and he's probably going to die. If he doesn't have a BKB, then the duration of his ulti is going to be wasted. And so IG choosing to ban out some of the bigger carries in the current metagame. And Morphling's a fantastic split pushing carry as well, so trying to avoid that from CLG. And CLG don't really have that much push of their own right now. They've got good turtle between the Darkseer and the Rubik and the Venomancer, but their own push is maybe a little bit lacking. They don't have anything to tank up a tower or something like that when they go for a push. They could still go for something like a Lone Druid, maybe like that, to sort of firm up their push, but I would expect them to see to maybe go for a little bit more AoE to back up that Darkseer. So maybe something like an Enigma or something along those lines. And so Sand King's going to be a bit late on my part, but Sand King's going to be the pick for IG. And like I said, even without the Darkseer, having the Naga Siren means just perfect positioning for Sand King to get his ulti off, and then also to get a big burst strike on top over as well. And so Storm is actually going to be the pick for CLG. So a hero that I love to see played. I'm always a little bit dubious maybe about his effectiveness in competitive. He's fantastic against Nature's Prophet. That's absolutely undoubtable. And Shadow Fiend is actually going to be the pick for IG. So wow, they've got huge team fight. That Requiem of Souls is going to be doing a ton of damage because of Naga Siren's ulti. It's going to explode one hero. I mean, he is going to be able to phase boots or Lothars directly on top of someone and then just kill them instantly with the setup from that Naga Siren ulti. So it's a good pickup for them. And I love seeing Shadow Fiend played as well. And Storm is going to be really helpful for CLG to have too. And so they will actually choose to take the Enigma. So synergizing well with the Darkseer gives them some more push. And yeah, we'll be getting into this game in just a second. I'm going to try and avoid using any of the spectator features, any of the replay features. Just because I don't really, don't want to speed things up. Maybe I'll have to pause for a bit. I am expecting family to be coming home in a little bit, so we will see what happens. But yeah, we'll be getting into the game. Oh, I just need to set up, turn off the camera acceleration for everybody who finds it fairly sickening. So over on CLG, we're going to have Misery playing the Storm Spirit, Pycat on the Rubik, so that should be exciting to watch. Keep an eye on that. Ake is going to be playing the Venomancer, so in his usual support role. Miracle on the Enigma, and IX Dominic 88, so I think that's the cost. Playing the Darkseer. For IG, we're going to have Ferrari 430 on the Shadow Fiend, so another big hero to watch this game, at least in my opinion. Chon is going to be on the Sand King. Faith is going to be on the Leshrac. That leaves Zhao to play the Naga Siren. And last but not least, YYF on his apparently kind of balding Nature's Prophet. But hopefully that'll fix when he dies. It get fixed when he dies. And Ferrari actually gonna. Okay, so this is really good play by IG, using the Treants, sending them to the Roshan pit, getting them low from the damage from Roshan, and then letting Ferrari deny them so he can already start getting some charges on Necromancy. And we've seen this before using a Venomancer instead, because you can, like 3 hits I think from, oh wow, actually the cost in a little bit of trouble down here, gets stunned up as well. He might be the first blood. Burrow Strike is there as well, he's going to go down. Okay, trying to fire off that Venomous Scale to save him, but first blood already going down in this game, which is looking to be absolutely ridiculous. I'm really looking forward to this. But anyway, as I was saying, with the Venomancer wards, you can get Roshan to hit them once or twice, and then deny them with Shadow Fiend, and give him a big advantage in lane. He really relies on getting those points in Necromastery up. So I don't think we're going to be seeing any more action for a little bit, so I'm just going to jump around and see who is playing where. So Pycat is going to be on the Rubik up against Ferrari on the Shadow Fiend. Misery is going to be soloing up on that top lane. Miracle is going to be in the jungle as the Enigma. YYF is also going to be on top taking that solo, and that leaves a little bit of a tri-lane formed up for IG down on bot of the Naga Siren, Leshrac, and the Sand King. So a ridiculous amount of stun for them. If anybody gets out of position and netted, they are going to get Leshrac stunned, and they are going to get Burrow Struck. It's really inevitable. So, yeah, Lacoste is going to need to be super careful on this bottom lane. And I'm probably mistaken. It's not a stand-in for CLG, so... And I feel like I'm not mixing up who plays for CLG, so I do think it's Lacoste. I could pause and check, but we'll just go with that. Nobody's watching, so maybe I'll just pause and have a look. Steam profile, IX Dominic. Okay, so no giveaways there. Come on. Counter, Logic, Gamyang. Because they have other teams. 2 Wiki. It must be Lacoste. Who else could it be? Yeah, Pycat, Misery, Ake, Miracle, and Lacoste. Okay, sorry about that if you're watching this as a VOD, because nobody's watching it live. Anyway, so in terms of... Oh, what the heck? Oh, what have I done? YYF scoring a kill on Pycat in the mid. I missed it. I'm not going to rewind to see it. I'm going to just have to say sorry about that. But a kill on mid, and that is going to be really big for Shadow Fiend. So Pycat's definitely behind in this lane right now. And CLG are really going to rely on the investment that they've made on Misery up in the top lane. Once he gets some levels, once he gets 1 or 2 items, then he's really going to have to be connecting some ganks, because bottom lane right now is pretty much a throwaway with the Darkseer. He's going to be able to get some farm with the Ion Shell, and you know, Darkseer can control a lane really well, but it's not going to be up to him to be, you know, making any big plays or getting any kills or slowing down Nagasiren's farm. And up on top, Misery should be having a great time. So yeah, they're really relying on him to get some levels up, and then after that be able to come and punish this tri-lane down on bottom lane. Because once he gets level 6 or 7, they should all still be maybe level 4, level 5. I mean, Sand King is still level 1, so he's just stacking up this camp right now to sort of give himself the opportunity to get a big XP boost in the middle game. Right now he's still level 1, so just dodging XP entirely for now. And it can help them offset the impact of having this tri-lane. And he doesn't... Well, the damage and the range increase is great on his stun. He's not really going to need it to help get them kills down in this bottom lane. So once they decide to go for a kill, all he needs to do is just come in for the bar strike. And he's not going to miss it between the net from the Nagasiren and the Split Earth from the Shrek. So yeah, he's just going to be content to just sit over here and stack this camp over and over and over. And there's actually so many creeps in it right now that it's not really stacking. So yeah, it looks like he might have to just switch over. And a kill on mid for Pycat, missing another kill, being a baddie casting right now. But looks like Ake and Miracle came in, managed to get a kill off. And Pycat will just grab that 4-minute rune, which is a haste. So, note to self, pay more attention to the minimap. Don't be noob. Close my laptop. Okay, moving around the back. YYF just trying to jungle up, but YYF may actually be in trouble here. He's going to try and TP out. Misery's going to grab him. Is he going to be able to make it out in time? No, he's not. Ake gets the last right click off. YYF actually with a buyback and heading straight back up to this top lane, realizing that it's probably worth it. He can just come up and grab a few last hits and make up for the cost of that buyback. Down on bottom lane, Zhao farming incredibly well. 25 last hits, 26 last hits for him, 5 minutes in. So he has not missed very many, and he's getting the items up that he needs. And he's already got a pair of mana boots, so IG are going to be more than able to push down on this bottom lane. And there we go. Edict pops, Fortification also pops for CLG. And Misery still farming quite well himself up on this top lane. He's got an assist to his name. It actually takes a ton of damage from that hit from the Nature's Prophet ultimate, and he almost went down there. Needs to be careful. IG want this tower down on the bottom lane, and they should be able to get it. Lacoste, he's not going to be able to do much to slow it down, so should be an easy pickup for IG. Kills 3-2 right now. I've missed a couple, and yeah, YYF looks like he might just TP in as well. Nah, realizes they don't need to, and they might not go for the tier 2 just yet. Probably content to just get some farm, maybe deal with these neutrals that they've stacked up to get some XP, get the epicenter up on Sean. Miracle coming up on level 6, so that very first black hole, pretty much a guaranteed kill. They don't really need to use it in a team fight. They can just drop it on a hero, And YYF is actually in the jungle right now, so taking the opportunity just to jump away from top lane for a second. He's very close to his Hand of Midas, so he should have that quite soon. CLG actually with a little bit of a smoke. Maybe once they see YYF isn't here, they might just go for the tower. I'm not sure. They could do. They'll have Venomance rewards, rank 2, and they've got the rank 3 Eidolons as well. So they might just go for this push. Wrath of Nature's going to slow them down, and IG do actually clean up this camp, but they give some of the experience to 430. So he's now level 7, and CLG looks like they are gonna be backlaning to grab this tower right now. So creep wave coming in, and we'll see if there's a reaction. Pycat actually comes up as well, so it looks like this should be a fairly easy tower for CLG. Yeah, and Misery maybe gonna take the last hit. No, Miracle grabs it. Eidolon's too strong. And CLG might go for the tier 2 as well. They've still got the Eidolons for a few seconds. Maybe they get one hit off. It's a little bit of damage. We'll see if anyone comes up. Tron's here. Doesn't have the epicenter just yet, so not too much of a danger. And we'll see if they keep this push going. Ferrari actually has a haster and a little bit low on mana, so I don't know if he'll want to come around the back. He's got 1.8k gold, so still has not really shown what he's going to be building. Maybe heading for a fast blink. And it can be really effective if you can get it early enough, and he'll have it by 9 minutes if he wants it. Okay, just getting some sight. Pycat, level 7, has the which range? Shadow range is that? The middle range. Middle range, I think. Well, just lost it. So, anywho, Lacoste not too concerned about that tower going down on the bottom lane. It's freed up some space for him to farm, and he's probably going to be looking to try and get maybe a pipe or a mech up. His team's going to need it in these team fights. Is Miracle heading towards though? He's heading towards a mech, so we might see Lacoste heading towards a pipe, depending on how things play out. And not really giving anything away about his item build either. He could go for a blink as well. I mean, if he gets a blink, then nobody else really needs a blink, because he can just be perfect setup for his team every single time. And that's the big thing about this Sand King as well. He doesn't need to get a whole bunch of farm and a whole bunch of items. There are already mana boots on his team for him, and with the setup from the Song of the Siren, he doesn't really need to have a blink to get his ulti off. YYF has finished off his Hand of Midas. Misery, 1.5k gold for him as well, so he's still got plenty of options in terms of what he's going to build. Might see him head towards an Orchid based on that Treads pickup, maybe not heading towards. As I say that, Ake looks like he's going to go down here, Burrow Strike forward, gets stunned, quick pick off for IG. YYF continuing to jungle. Lacoste just sitting down on bot lane, not doing too badly now, and I might just switch over to net worth. It's a little bit more instructive. We're moving out of the laning phase right now, and tower kills are starting to sort of factor in as well. So Pycat's picked up that Invis Rune. He's got some mana boots, magic wand as well, has Shadow Rays. It's short range or medium range rays. I can never remember. I don't play Shadow Fiend, unfortunately. We'll spot out YYF, but we'll see what they go for. It doesn't really have anyone else down here to help him out. Lacoste's there, but we'll see what happens. They might just go for this tower. IG are all sort of towards the middle lane right now. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Wrath of Nature is still really slowing down these pushes. And both teams really heavy on the ward control, rune control right now. Not even so much that they know where it spawned, but also that they know what it is and who's picked it up. Misery needs to be careful right now. There's a smoke for IG, and if this net lands, which it might, no, Sean and Faith move forward, but Misery's going to be safe to back off. And Net disables a lot of movement-based abilities. I think Storm can still roll through it, but so he probably would have been fine regardless, but we'll see what happens. IG pushing on mid lane, TP coming in for Pycat. He may actually be caught out here. Miracle gonna look for the black hole and will find it on 2. Ferrari in trouble, but there's not that much damage. Venomous Gale through 2 as well. Ferrari trying to do as much damage as he can before he dies. Miracle actually in trouble too. Misery in through the back. YYF getting picked off by the roll. Faith as well. Double kill for Misery. So exceedingly well played for CLG. Teamfight was an absolute treat to watch. Great black hole from Miracle. Misery coming in at the perfect time and picking up 3 kills without any of their heroes really being at too much risk of dying. And they should be able to pick up this tower as well. But Zhao's going to be moving in, and they've got heroes coming up soon, so they need to be careful. The duration on this ulti is just absolutely ridiculous. It's long enough for 2 people to TP in if they start TPing from the start. And on top of that, you know, the Nature's Prophet doesn't rely on the TP cooldown either, so CLG needs to be really careful about these team fights. If IG can set up their Wombo combo, then it's going to be dangerous. And yep, so the epicenter is up as well, level 6 on Sean. Little bit of a push by CLG, but not really dedicating that many heroes just yet. And Misery picked up his first Oblivion Staff, so he will have his Orchid quite soon actually. And that's going to be really helpful in these team fights. If he can roll in and be the initiate and silence on the Naga Siren, then that's a big combo break for IG. And they're actually going to be pushing on this middle lane. And again, they've got such great push. The Venomancer wards are going to be slowing down these treants a bit, but they are just ridiculously tanky. And illusions are going to be up for Zhao as well in just a second. So it looks like this tower is going to be going down quite soon. Pycat just with a little bit of a zap from the side, but not too much. Miracle getting netted, but they're not going to go on him. He's got his mech up as well. Pycat, what's he going for? Looks like probably a 4-stick. So mobility and positioning is going to be really pivotal for CLG in this team fights. They need to, if they all get caught in the Song of the Siren, then I really have to say that it's probably that's the fight done for them. So we'll see what ends up happening. Lacoste actually opting to pick up a Vanguard, so going for the health, realizing that he's going to be dead in the middle of these team fights, and he's going to be dead without the extra health. So Pycat off to the side, TP's coming in, Sand King's going to be down here, and Darkseer can just keep pushing. It's similar in a sense to the Broodmother, maybe not quite as strong, but here we go. Net forward onto Pycat. YYF is TPing in as well. Pycat trying to do as much damage as he possibly can, but he's probably going to go down here. It does go down. And no. Roshan going down as well. Wait, could I not see Faith in that? I saw the stun, I saw the edict, but I didn't see the hero. Maybe I'm just going blind. Maybe that's what's happening here. But a good kill for IG. And again, if you get even a step out of position as CLG right now, then IG can capitalize, especially with that net on the Naga Siren. I mean, it's only 3 seconds at rank 2, but 3 seconds is comparable to a lot of single target stuns at rank 4. I mean, yes, there's no damage associated with it, so there's that. It's, you know, I'm not calling the ability overpowered, but it is a really long duration stun. And CLG are going to pick up this tower down on the bottom lane. So tower trade pretty much even right now. IG have taken mid and bot, and CLG taking top and bot. And how's that mid tower doing? Around about half health. So things reasonably even right now. And I would expect the gold graph to be only about 600, maybe 750 gold in it. Even kills, even towers. It really comes down to the farm. And if you look at the spacing of the wealth right now, you've got the top hero being over the Dire, and then it sort of alternates all the way down to the bottom. Anywho, and XP about 1k in the favor of the Dire, but that's sort of to be expected. They had a jungler, and while the stacking from Sand King did help equalize that out a bit, it's not the same as having a true jungler. So, IG, they've got a lot of items up right now. They've got the mech finished up. They've got some arcane boots on Sand King, and a little bit of a go down on the bottom lane. Lacoste getting stunned, getting sprouted, does go down. Song of the Siren catches Miracle on the very edge. He's going to be a casualty here as well. There's nobody to help him out. 4 heroes from IG. Stun, and Miracle is absolutely dead. He's got the Aegis, but Ferrari not quite landing the ultimate, but Miracle's going to go down here. Pops, sets up the Eidolons, maybe gives IG a little bit more farm, I guess. I don't know. But 2 big kills for IG. And again, if you get just a toe out of position, then IG are going to cut off your head. It's absolutely ridiculous. That cat doing quite a bit of damage, and Misery rolls in as well. He's got the silence, but he's in trouble now as well. He's on low health, low mana. One more right click is gonna be enough. Are they gonna find it? YYF is chasing. Mana boots, Misery rolls. But 5 heroes for IG. There's no song. There is the Burrow Strike, rank 4. Misery's gonna keep running. And the TPs are coming in from CLG. Are they gonna turn this into a team fight? It's 5v5, 1 hero on the middle lane. They managed to find Misery, but he does buy back immediately. They're coming in. Chon's caught out in the back. Telekinesis back into tower range. He's gonna be going down. And YYF dying too. Misery, big roll forward, finds Zhao, grab on him. Doesn't have any mana to follow it up, but the vacuum as well into the Malefice stun. Buybacks for IG, they want to make a go as well. They're TPing back in. Ferrari's got an invis route. Ake needs to be careful. Miracle gets picked off, so does Lacoste. Back and forth, back and forth. Epicenter's popped off, doesn't find anyone. Ake on low health, he's retreating out. IG still want him though. He just needs to run back to base. They've got sight. Oh, but they're faster than he is. He needs to be careful. YYF moving forward with the teleportation. Finds the sprout. Just right clicking. Ake still has a tango, so he's gonna be fine. And Ferrari just threatening the Requiem. They're going to be able to pick up this tower. Edict pops. Hero's still down for CLG. But the TP's coming again! They want to make it go. Lacoste dodges the Burrow Strike, puts up the shield. Vacuum together. Pycat's here, but the BKB and the ultimate from Ferrari. Pycat's in a lot of trouble. 2 more right clicks should finish him off. He's still got stick charges, trying to bottle up. Bottle, but the Burrow Strike finds him. He gets picked off. And just a huge... and a ridiculously long team fight there for both teams, but yeah, I'm not sure who to call. And again, here we go. Misery getting picked off. Big black hole on 2. Great work, Faith and Ferrari. Probably going to be picked up, but the mech pops. Miracle in trouble now, and Lacoste taking quite a bit of damage as well. Faith just trying to move out, and a team wipe for CLG. I thought they were going to be able to get some kills there, but the damage just couldn't back up the black hole, and the mech popping as well kept IG alive. Oh, and CLG are in a bad spot right now. They're down on kills. They've been taking these fights back and forth, but IG have really just been team fighting them better. And I'm not sure what they need to do now. I mean, they don't have a hard carry. Naga is not being played as a hard carry in this game, but she's almost got a heart, and that's going to make her ridiculously tanky, and she's just going to wade into the middle of a fight and set up the song, and then the rest of the team is going to come in, BKB, Shadow Fiend, land the Requiem, do huge damage, Epicenter to follow up, and all the damage from the Shack. So CLG, they really need to find some pickoffs, maybe some smaller scale engagements. IG are sort of relying on longer cooldowns when they're not going for aggressive ganks, you know, with their stun setup. But if CLG can, you know, get a good roll initiate from Misery, then they can find something. And if IG are a hero down, then their team fight doesn't really have as much. And as I say that, Faith is actually in trouble. Misery goes on, but he's out of mana. Tries to roll up onto the high ground, but the epicenter is going to finish him off. Okay, just stacking this camp. Chon, what's he got? Looks like he's still heading for a blink. 1.3k on him. Zhao has actually finished that heart, so he is going to be ridiculously tanky. Looks like somebody's in trouble up on top, but they do actually manage to get out. No stuns between YYF and Ferrari. And the bot tier 2 falling as well. And IG can just keep pushing. When you've got as big a team fight as they do, if they just group up as 5, then it forces CLG to react as 5 or give up the tower. And if they react as 5, they're more than likely going to lose the team fight. So when you've got big push and you've got big team fight together, then then you can just capitalize on it. YYF in a bit of trouble now. Maleficent done on him. It's going to stop him teleporting out. Misery rolls in, goes on Ferrari. He's still got the BKB, might pop it off. The wall is here too. Pops the ultimate, but he's on quite low health. Will go down. Zhao in from the side. Miracle doesn't have the black hole. Low on mana. He's going to go down. Misery stunned as well. Vacuum into the Venomous Gale. Well played. And Misery on low health. Song only on 1. Pycat caught off at the edge as well. Pycat is just going to be able to wander away. So 2 for 1 the trade. IG coming in at a great time. And looks like Pycat still wants something. He needs to be really careful. He's got the burst strike. Will be up in just a second, so he should be safe. Uses the stun. Well played, but is he going to be able to get out? He's got the burst strike. Gets trapped. Vacuum together, but does go down. So 3 heroes still dead for CLG. Pycat, maybe a little bit of a misplay. If Burrow Strike was coming off as he came out of that Yules, then he would have been fine. But unfortunately, just that 1 second on the cooldown probably led to his death, and the death of the top tier 2 as well. So, and yep, IG are in a really commanding position right now. They've got double CLG's kills. They've got some late game insurance in the Shadow Fiend and the Naga Siren, who can now afford to just freely build damage, really. 2.2k HP, she's ridiculously tanky. Looking at the XP, hugely in favor of the die right now. Just the net worth graph really says a lot. All of the IG heroes are finding quite a bit of farm, and just splitting that gap between the most farmed hero on the Radiant and most farmed hero on the Dire. Faith is going to get a bit of a go on by Misery, taking a bit of damage from the Edict. Pycat's here as well. Does get picked off. Chon stun at the Pycat. YYF TPing in. Zhao off to the side. Pycat's going to go down here. Yules himself again. Is he going to be able to make it out? No, he will not. Tries to head into the Roshan pit, and Roshan coming up as well. So pickoffs for both teams, but should be a little bit easier for IG to grab. But CLG do have the sight, and they've got the ability to vacuum everybody up onto the cliff. But Miracle's just going to get picked up on the middle lane. As I talk about Roshan, Misery rolls in, but Zhao's able to pop the ultimate, and now Misery needs to be careful. Epicenter starts channeling, goes forward. A little bit of a mistime by Zhao, and actually will go down. Misery and the Sand King. Surge on Lacoste, but he's going to get netted. Poison Nova pops, so does the wall. But looks like Lacoste and Venomancer will be going down here. Misery comes in, trying to fight with the wall, but he's so squishy. Still has Intreads on. Trying to roll away. Still plenty of mana. Rolls back through. YYF. Trying to right click. Just the edge of the stun by Faith. 4 heroes down right now for CLG, and it's looking really bad for them. Pycat, again, just stuck in this net. He's probably going to go down. Yules, no escape skill stolen, so yeah, stun will finish him off. 5 heroes dead for CLG. It should be an easy Rax for IG right now, and they are playing fantastically. And CLG will call the GG. So GG go next call by Pycat. And fantastic play from IG, fantastic play from CLG. I've been Basskip. I'm actually going to cheat and just fast forward a bit to the end of the game, just so I can get the final score screen up for the sake of the VODs. But again, that's about it. I will be back shortly with Game 2. I think I had a couple of issues with it downloading. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to bringing it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Wait for the score screen. There we go. So, final score screen. I've been Basskip. Again, I think I said that 3 times. This is the Beyond the Summit World Tour Finals. It's IG versus CLG. It is a best of 3 series. And